Now, each and every week on Tuesday, you know that we get to see the life insurance registration coming from some of our favorite EV stocks like Nio. I know these are not actual deliveries. I know that, of course, these are not the real numbers that will tally with the deliveries that we'll get or that we usually get on the first of each month. But at least these numbers, they give us a guidance on what to expect, meaning that they are not that far off from the actual numbers that we usually get beginning of each month. And therefore, I think it is to be, or they are to be noted also each and every week, because they sort of like gave us a feeling of what to expect when our favorite EV stocks like Nio report their deliveries at the beginning of each month. So from the period which started last week on Monday until Sunday, which is the 15th to the 21st, Nio Sold total life insurance registrations of around 2,000. This was, of course, 17 or plus 17% increase from the from the 1,700 registration we witnessed last week. This puts Nio to have now total life insurance registrations for the month of January of around 6,700, because if you add these 2,000 with the 4,700 which Nio had last week, it comes to around 6,700. So does it mean that Nio is going to deliver below 10,000 EVs for the month of January? I don't think so, but at least these figures are giving us a guidance of saying that we must not expect Nio to deliver, I think, over 15,000 deliveries. I don't think we might, or we can see that happening now in January, looking at this kind of NEV insurance registrations. I mean, people always complain, and I think I need to stress this again. People complain and say, why do you give us NEV insurance registrations? Because they are not actual deliveries. But when I check the history of NEV insurance registrations, especially to Nio, I have not seen the life insurance registration being far off by over 2,000, meaning that they are not very far off from the deliveries that we get, or the actual deliveries that Nio officially announced at the beginning of each month, which therefore, like I said, they are able to give a guidance on what to expect. And as per this, of course, the life insurance registration for now in January, they are pointing us to the direction of saying that Nio might not deliver over 15,000 deliveries now in January, because the life insurance registration for the first 3 weeks of Jan, they are sitting at 6,700, which therefore means that the most that Nio could do probably is just to deliver over 10,000, which I think it's possible, because we still have the whole of this week and a bit of next week until Nio gets to that, of course, figure, which I think, like I said, it is achievable. Nio can still achieve that or deliver over 10,000 deliveries for the month of January, which won't be that bad looking at the kind of period we are in, because this period, many of you know that the demand for EVs, or the demand for cars, is just down, because people, instead of prioritizing or wanting to buy more cars or new cars, they are more into probably planning other things rather than buying cars. Cars, the demand usually goes up in Q4, but now in Q1, or rather in January, the deliveries for cars usually becomes very low, because people are out of funds. They don't have money to go out there and, of course, buy new cars. So the deliveries will always be low for January. And for February, chances are they will also be low, because of the long holiday which is coming in China from the 10th to the 17th of February. Because of that long holiday, we might see also the deliveries for February not becoming that much, as there will be plus minus a week or two where it won't be business as usual in China because of the long holiday. So January, February deliveries, we must not expect that much, but rather I think from March going forward, we should see probably a recovery, or a good recovery, when we look into the deliveries that these EV stocks like Nio are producing. Otherwise, XPeng had a total life insurance registration of 1,800, which is a 28% increase from the previous life insurance registration that reported in the last week. And Nio 7,600 or 7.6, up 11%, which again I suppose it's good. So the recovery will come, but it will come probably at a slow pace, looking at the, of course, period we are in now. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I just thought I'd just give you this quick update. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the likes button, comment, and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. And before you buy Nio for the very first time, I always encourage you to go do your own due diligence so that at least you don't get to panic sell, or maybe not see the opportunities that lies within this Nio stock. Otherwise, that's all from me, and God bless you all.